And the second phase is we will find a reference. And as soon as we find a reference, we'll go to the next rail, which is the guide rails. I would explain all these one after the other as I go on. But for now, just keep it in mind that we'll do all these things. And at the end of it, we will then create a project. We'll create our projects, our own AI project. So that at the end of it, you have an AI that already sounds like you. But you cannot fully do the job until you get home and do more of it. But I would share the frameworks that you need to use to actually ensure that that happens, right? Let's get started. So if you came here today, sorry, just give me a second, and you've tried using AI, say you've tried using it to write a caption and you deleted it, or you tried using it to write a post, or your script, sorry, is it what? Oh, I'm not sure, sorry. It's okay. So if you've tried using AI to write a caption, to write your content, to do anything that has to do with your work or your professional life or your expertise, please raise up your hand. If you've tried using AI in a more less professional setting for the fun things, raise up your hand. So every time you use it for the professional one, what comes out of it? Can anyone explain? Does it give you what you need every time? Has he ever given you something that makes you feel like, no, I am a professional copywriter? Has he ever done that for you? Has he ever made you feel like, what I have is the best thing I can ever get? Anyone? How about, has he ever given you something that makes you feel like, oh, this makes sense, but in the end, it doesn't make any sense? It looks good, it sounds good, but if you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Does it do that for you? It does that. Great. That's one of the main things with AI. And I'm going to explain. One of the things I wanted to ensure this session is for, I'll give you some background on that too, is that some of our clients, maybe a little bit more background. I run an agency, right? And I've realized that AI is trying to take my job. As a brand strategist, it's that's taking 70% of my job, and I'm okay with it. I don't mind. It makes my life easier. The only part I have to do is thinking. But the issue is that some of our clients were trying to implement AI earlier in the year, and the bottleneck is that all the things that we've given them to give AI was not enough. It was still giving them generic content. It was still giving them generic answers. It wasn't enough. So I had to figure out how to bring AI into my client's work without losing my own job, how to make myself useful. That's simply what I was trying to do. Trying to make myself useful, but at the same time, ensure that my clients get what they need. And that took me into the rabbit hole of trying to figure out how to write prompts. I also decided that if I knew how to write proper prompts, we would get better results from AI. Do you agree that if you know how to write better prompts, you get better results? Right? That sounds like a good answer, right? But that's a lie. It's not the truth. Prompts doesn't save you at all. It doesn't. It's just another thing that people have been selling to make us feel good about using AI, to make us think that we actually know how to use AI. I went down that rabbit hole, and it's just, I don't want to think about it. So the way I had to go about it again is, how about I try understanding what AI is? Instead of trying to understand how to use AI, what is AI in itself? How does it work? How does it think? Does it even think? What matters around it? What are the things that I need to pay attention to? What makes AI give me the answer that it gives me? What would make a difference if I actually do something? If I do anything different, will it change in the replies that AI gives me? So some of these things were the questions I had to ask myself, and I was able to get some answer. And some of the frameworks that came out of this is what I'm trying to teach here today. And like I said, this is going to be an interesting session. So please, if anyone here has ChatGPT, please raise your hand. On your phone, by the way, on your phone. You have ChatGPT, thank you. Do you also have Claude? Great, I'm happy. Do you have ChatGPT? Oh, you need to download. Or Claude, you need to download. So this is, don't worry, you'll get there. You'll get used to it. That's a good one. Max, that's a good one. But let's not go into which AI is better right now, because that's also another rabbit hole. We don't want to go into that. But the first part of this session is for us to, when you think about your voice as a person, or your brand voice, do you think you have a brand voice right now? Do you have a brand voice? It's tricky, right? Do you have a brand voice? It's building, good. Do you also have a brand voice? But as a person, do you have a voice? Do you have a guide towards your voice? Is there a tone of guide towards your voice? Is there a guide? A guide? Not really. Yes. Do you have a guide towards your voice? A guide. If I said, what do you sound like right now? What would you say? Oh, that's something. I'll give it to you. That's something. So when you think about building a brand voice, especially from where I'm coming from, if you have, when we work on a brand voice or your verbal identity, we like to say it, there's so many process of figuring out what somebody sounds like or what the business sound like, what the brand sound like. And by the way, I had to figure out how to bring this session into a personal brand point of view instead of a business point of view, right? So what we are going to do today is focus on getting your voice. Because in the end, you already have your voice. Like Brett Brown said, your voice is already there. You just don't pay attention to it enough. So we are going to focus on getting your voice out, and then we are going to make AI, force AI to understand it, force AI to learn from it, and then give us what we need. But in the end, like I said, it's a process. It's not a one-way point of view. So this is the part where we get into the session. I'm trying to figure out, I was hoping they'll be done by now. Are they done? Yes. Bring out your phone. We are going to be using the recording. We are going to be recording for the next few minutes. So just recording. So don't overthink it. Don't try to be professional. Don't try to be unprofessional. Just be you. Like, are you speaking to your friend? You chatting with someone? Just be you at every point in time. So we would be recording different things. But the best part about this is that I want us to use ChatGPT to record, because we would need to download those things that we record as a doc file. So that makes your life easier. Because if you record it on your normal iPhone video recorder, you'll be able to download it as text, but we need it to be named properly because we need to use it when we are building our project. So we need to download it. And also, in terms of accuracy, it doesn't matter what accent you have, where you're from. ChatGPT currently has a 98% accuracy when it comes to getting what you say exactly the way you say it. It doesn't matter what your accent is. It's not the same way with any of the other AI too. Claude is not there yet when it comes to capturing what you say because of the accent that we all have. So it doesn't matter what your accent is. When you use ChatGPT, it works. It will do the job. Oh, I'm glad we have it. Yes, this is such a good one. See. So I need you to open your ChatGPT. Do you have it opened? Great. So the thing is that after every recording, you need to tell ChatGPT not to summarize what you've recorded, not to rewrite it. So it's like not to rewrite it, just turn exactly what I had just said into a written document, into a doc, right? So not to rewrite it, not to fix it, don't try to do anything about it. Just turn that exact thing into an actual document. That's all we need to do. Don't forget, but I'll come back to it so that you guys don't forget. Are we ready? Do we have ChatGPT open? So we have 3 different recordings that we are making at the moment. Don't forget, we have more prompts that I will give you guys to take home to prompt you to give you other things to record on. But like I said, for this session, we're just going to stick to these 3. And then later on, you can add more things to your project. That way you get more context. So for the first one, you can start recording. So you're going to record yourself. Imagine someone you really respect, someone that you think about you, someone you would love to work with. Imagine that person sat down next to you and said, oh, I kept hearing your name. I've been hearing your name from everybody. What exactly do you do and why should I care? You respect this person, right? So don't try to pitch them. Just say it the way you would. Record yourself for 2 minutes. So just bring out your phone, record yourself and talk to that person. Imagine that person is sitting down right next to you. Maybe you are scared, but you would actually say the words the way you would typically say them. So open your phone and don't worry, we are using ChatGPT recording. Don't forget, ChatGPT, record on ChatGPT, please. So record yourself talking to that person, replying the question, what exactly do you do and why should they care? It doesn't have to be your business. It can be your personal, it can be your professional expertise. Just explain what you do and why they should care. Please let's start. Record yourself. What exactly do you do? Any question? No problem. So imagine somebody you respect. They come up to you and say, oh, I've been hearing your name everywhere. So what do you do and why should I care? That person, say you expect Stephen Bartlett, and he comes and is like, oh, I've been hearing about you. So what do you do and why should I care? Just talk to him. Don't try to pitch him. Don't forget, you're not pitching. You just want to tell him what you do and why you should care about it. Just record your voice. Nothing else. Yeah.
They have a different.
So don't try to think all of them. Just pick one, or you can make this session about yourself. And later on, when you get home, you can apply the framework to every one of them separately in any way that works. Guys, 2 minutes. What's the time? 10:44. Just record another thing. Just call me IBK, please, guys. IBK. Don't forget.
Are you using this one or this one? This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Call, guys. Call yourself about what you do for 2 minutes and why they should care. Don't forget why they should care. Add that, please. Why they should care. Hey, what are you trying to use for the recording? Are you trying to record?
No, I'm not going to download it. I'm sorry.
You can use your voice recorder. Just use your voice recorder. If you don't want to use ChatGPT, you can use your voice recorder. That's why you have 2 options. No problem. Voice recorder. Just download. Just open it and then record. You'll be able to copy the text from there and turn it into a document later on. So that works too. Me? No, I don't. I'm trying to be audible. Okay, mommy, I'll try. Don't forget you respect this person, so you want to impress them in some form. So use the actual word that you use. Sorry. Ladies, we need to go to the next one. Yes. Tell it not to change anything. Just that you're going to do that for each of them separately. Each document separately. So don't forget, you're telling it not to summarize it, not to rewrite it, not add anything. Just the way you've what's it called? You've recorded it. Do you have any question? It's okay. You only have 30 seconds. It's okay. During the other ones, you might have more. You don't have to have more than that. Guys, do you have your own? Have you recorded your own? Or tell it to turn it into a document and not to rewrite it or anything. So you download the document on your phone, just have it downloaded, keep it. Guys, you said? Back. Oh, sorry. That's? I'll share it, definitely. Ladies, we're going to the next one. So the next one is an opinion. You being an opinionated person, right? So imagine someone in your industry just posted about something. They literally posted about it, but you completely disagree. It needs to be something you disagree with. You completely disagree with this person. You don't align with them. Maybe it's a trend that they posted. Maybe it's something you think, oh, this is lazy. How can you say that? There's more to it than this, right? And then maybe it's an advice you think is dangerous. It can be anything, but it needs to be something you disagree with. And maybe it's a take that they oversimplify. It might be something that they oversimplified. You just need to disagree with it. So record yourself, responding to what they said, what you actually think, and be honest about it. What you think about what they said, and be honest about it. Another 2 minutes. It needs to be something you disagree with. It can be anything. Imagine somebody said it, and you're like, oh, you're not supposed to say that. Imagine let's give an example. You own this cafe, and someone say, oh, it's too pinky. And you're like, dude, why would you say that? I don't think it's pinky. Just share your opinion. It doesn't matter what it is. But ensure it's about wherever your expertise lies or your thinking lies. That would be a better flow. So let's go. 2 minutes recording. Any question? Thank you, guys. Do you want me to zoom it in so that you can see it properly? It literally is. Hold on. Oh, it's not showing on this. That's it. Is it better? It just needs to be someone you disagree with or something you disagree with. Think about something that people keep saying about your industry that you disagree with, that you don't align with. That's all. Sorry, can I get a bottle of water? Thank you. Oh, God. Sorry, I think that's 2 minutes, right? I wasn't checking the time. So bad with time. Don't try to think too much about it. The messier, the better. The best thing you can do these days is to be messy. That makes you different. That is the entire thing that makes us different from AI these days. Because AI cannot be as messy as we are. That's what gives you voice. Are you done recording? You done recording? You done recording? We still have one more person record, but I think we'll have to go to the next one. Oh, wait, are you recording? You trying? It's okay. You can start recording from the air. Anyone? Okay. Okay, guys. We are on the next one. So this is the real one. So think about you calling or voice noting your closest friend and telling the person about how you had a long week. Tell them about a moment that was just a lot or that stuck with you at work, something that frustrated you or something that surprised you or something that reminded you of why you do what you do. Just you chatting with your friend. The goal here is you chatting with your friend and talking about what you do or what got you annoyed. It could be something that made you happy too. Anything. Just share it. 2 minutes. Yes, imaginary. If you were talking about your personal brand before, it can be about your personal brand, but it's just an imaginary call to your friend. So the goal here is that the way you talk to your friend is different from the way you talk to your boss or the way you talk to the public. It's just the language you use is different. So think about those language and just don't try to overthink it. Just talk to your friend, chat with her, let her know what's going on correctly. Sorry. Hi. Sorry. Have you been able to record it? Yeah. Have you been able to record? 1 more minute, guys. So we'll move to the next phase of the project. So everything you are recording is going to be useful for you down the line. when we are creating your project. So pay attention. She has it right already. She seems like someone talking to her best friend. Guys, oh, sorry. Don't forget, we're just doing theory right now. I have a gift kit that has more prompts for you to go use when you get home. So you can go through the kit and then record as much as you can. Guys, are we done? So I have a question for everyone. Why do you guys think I'm asking you to record instead of type what you're thinking? Does anyone have? Not really. How you speak, that's something. So when we write, we think, we try to make it nice. It's just like it has been beaten into us somehow. Oh, you cannot say it means, you need to say it this way because you're typing. You have to rethink what you're typing most of the time. You don't just type and just go. But when you're talking or when you're recording yourself, it doesn't really matter if you made a mistake or not. It's part of it. And that's what matters these days. The messier it gets, the better for you. Literally, the better. It's the people who have notes or weird voice notes, what's it called? There's a word for it, I forgot it. But those people who just record weirdly, those people are the people who actually have good context to give AI. Because AI literally cannot, you can't see that kind of person with copy and think somebody else wrote it. It's almost impossible. Because of the things that they put, the little things that makes them them. Those are the things that you want AI to recognize. So when you get home and you're trying to record these things, don't overthink it. Even when you're trying to record for your business, ensure the messy parts are part of it. It's important for you to have those messy parts because those warm and approachable, all those things that we used to do a few months back or last year, they don't really work anymore. They are not something that you can actually use when you're trying to build with AI. So let's go to the next one, guys. Now we need to download all our recordings. Download all your recordings. You have 3 recordings, right? Download it, put it somewhere, just download it. You just spoke to your phone for 6 minutes. It sounds weird, but you did. And you got it right. So why do you guys still think we need AI if you can just do the writing ourselves? If you can talk to your phone and it can write it out, why can't we just turn that into an actual post? Why do we need AI? Why are we trying to get AI to support us? Anybody? It polishes it. That's good. Anybody else? Why are we trying to use AI?
Me, I use it mainly because I speak in my way.
Reach a different way. And that's like, your reason is actually one of the biggest reason why people are trying to use AI, because the people they are trying to reach don't understand the language that they currently have, which is one of the reasons why my job sometimes, that's why I have a job, for me to help you speak to the people they are trying to reach, right? But in the end, when it comes to AI, does it really know those people? How can we be so sure that the language is going to help you reach those people? I'm going to get back to that too. So next thing here, we have, let's learn about AI. While I was putting this slide together, there's so many information to give, but I was trying to distill it down to the most important thing. What is the most important thing that you all need to hear? Because every other information, you can just search for it. But what is the main thing that you need to hear? So you need to understand that AI is a pattern machine. It is not a thinking machine. If there's anything you want to take home from this place today, that particular information is the most important thing. A lot of us think AI can think. AI cannot think. It can't. It will never be able to think. At least not in the next few years. You won't be able to think, except if there's something that they are going to do in the OpenAI company that will make it think. But for now, it's not going to think. The only thing AI does, the only thing that it makes you feel like it does think is pattern recognition. It puts together pattern. So when you say something, or when you think about something, or when you type something, AI thinks of what's the closest thing that would happen next, or what's the closest things that should be said next. So think of it this way. When they were training AI, they trained it with all of our voices. Yes, all of our voices, everything. Billions of books, the entire internet. They trained it with everything. And because they trained it with all of our voices, it learned every one pattern and it became average. AI doesn't sound like a particular person or one person. It sounds like all of us. It just picks out the pattern that works best for it at that moment in time where you're asking it that question. So if you think about it in the sense that AI is a pattern machine, that what it recognizes is pattern, how do you approach it? When you give it a pattern that it can put together, then it does the job better for you. If you give it different patterns that are from you, not millions of people, your pattern, different things that makes you, those little patterns, it can recognize the right pattern and give you the answers that you need. But if you don't give it those patterns, and like you said, If you prompt it properly and you don't give it pattern, it's still the same. It's still going to come up as average, like an average person, because in the end, it's going to think like a million people or a million information and create patterns from those information to give to you. So don't forget, AI is a pattern machine. It doesn't do the thinking. It doesn't know you. It will never know you. It's just going to look for pattern that you give it. So if you give it the right pattern, you are in the right space. Let's go to the next one. Oh my God. So this is where things get interesting, right? This is what we typically give AI before. When we work, when we're trying to build a brand voice, or we're trying to build a verbal guide, we typically give it these frameworks. Have any of you ever did any of this framework where they say warm or professional, or formal or professional, cool or humorous? That's your brand voice. Have you ever done any of those frameworks? You go out and they say they are doing tone of voice or tone of voice guide, and they say, oh, your voice sounds more professional. Are you leaning towards the more humorous version or more towards the more straight up version? Those are the frameworks we used to use. And they used to work. And the reason why they used to work is that those frameworks, after we work on all those frameworks, we give it to a copywriter. A copywriter does not have millions of information. He's not trying to find a pattern. He just needs to know enough about you with the framework that he has been given, and they come up with a copy that actually fits the brand or fits the person. Because they don't have millions of information, they are working with your information. A copywriter can collect all this information from this framework and do a great job. That's their job. Their job is to do a great job from it, and they would. But the issue is that AI does not understand only you. It understands millions of people. So after you give AI this framework, when you say AI, write in a warm but professional way. What does that actually mean? Who is warm but professional? How does somebody that is warm and professional sound? There are millions of people that sound warm but professional, and when each of them speak, it means different things. You can sound warm and you can sound warm, and both the things that both of you say will be different. Because of this, AI will come up with what both of you will say and come out average. It's not going to try to sound like you or you because it doesn't know how. So if you think about it from that point of view, what if you give AI a real voice sample of how you actually sound? You're telling, don't go look for anybody else, just me, myself. Give me what I would sound like. Think about that for a minute. And then the next thing, give it a reference. Now, this is the next part of the project, right? Picking a reference. I went too far. We are going to be picking a reference, right? And the reason why we are picking a reference is that think about all these big people that celebrities, or a movie character, or a, what's it called? Or a writer, anyone that AI has been fed their voice. So when you say write in a warm way, like Beyonce would write, you kind of understand Beyonce because he has a lot of context about what Beyonce would sound like. So he can give information on how Beyonce would sound like, better than to give information on what you sound like. And that's why you need a reference when you are starting out, because you don't have enough context to feed it yet. If you had enough context like Beyonce did, and you then give AI that context, it would sound like you. But you can't get those reference or those contexts in one sitting or two sitting or three sitting. It takes a while. So you need to find a reference to give AI. That way it learns from that reference. And then after that reference, we then give it boundaries, which are guide rails. So when we say boundaries, what should you say or what should you not be? What would you never say? You have to tell AI what not to say for it to know that no, not to say that. Because when you say sound professional, what you mean by sound professional and what she means by sound professional might be two different things. But AI doesn't know that. It's still going to sound professional, but you would never use that word, even though you sound professional. But they are the same word. Both words sound professional. So you have to give AI what it shouldn't say. Let's go into it. So if you look on the screen, we have different people. I have a lot of people, right? And AI has been trained on their voices. So what we need to do is you need to pick one or two people from this list. I'll show you the list. One or two people from this list. And preferably, one of them should be your primary voice. And if you can pick just one person. I used to pick one person. But if you pick one person or two people, the first person is your primary voice, that's 70%. The other person is the 30%, your secondary voice. So you pick one person or two people from this list, and you then write it down. So this is tricky to watch, but I'll do you one better. Scan this, just put on your phone and scan this. This voice reference library, this one, the first one, scan it. So when you scan it, you can see a list of things. Please, what can you see? Have you scanned? What can you see? Can I see? Oh, no, don't try. Is there a way to come in without logging in? I don't understand. You don't have to sign in though. It should be able to show you without sign. And oh, you got it. Oh,
Because I don't have Notion.
Oh no, you don't need Notion. You don't have to have Notion. She doesn't have Notion. You should take it to a page. So go through that list. Who would you like to sound like? If it's not on that list, you can make. Is there someone right now that AI already has a lot of information about that you would like to sound like? Somebody that it can be a character. If you check the list, you would have seen Olivia Pope. I like to sound like Olivia Pope in my content, by the way. Does anyone here know Olivia Pope? Did you watch Scandal? Olivia Pope, yeah. I like to sound like her. But some people like to sound like Rihanna. I know people who like to sound like Rihanna. They like straightforward type of people. And then some people like to sound like Ben Brown. You've not been able to see. I will just share the link. You'll be able to access it in this one. So just, some people like to sound like Oprah Winfrey. Would you like to sound like Oprah Winfrey? You can just pick one or two people. Like I said, but preferably one person. Are you lost? You are lost. Let me help you out. It's okay. Just scan this and pick who you want to sound like. Think of it, you're not copying the person. Let's be very clear. You just want to give AI the energy and the rhythm of that person. Oh, it's working now. That's good. So you just want to give AI the energy and the rhythm of that person. So who would you like to sound like? Is there anybody on the list that you pick, or you just? It doesn't have to be on the list. It can be anybody. Oh, that's very cool. It can just be one person, right? Or it could be two. But if you're picking two people, the primary person has to be, what's it called? The primary person has to be 70%, more of that person's tone. And maybe the 30% is you're just leaning towards maybe the Akuma or something about them. So whatever it is that you picked, you want to pick three. Well, so the minute you give more, so the thing with AI is you will never say no, she gets, but you spread it out, then you start picking different and start trying to make up things by yourself. So you want to restrict it as much as possible. Another thing to pay attention to, when you're using AI, ensure you restrict it. It's very important. You need to ensure that there's no room for you to wiggle, for you to try to bring in new things. Did you pick anyone? Good one. Steve Jobs from a band. Yeah, definitely. Well, have you picked? Hello? Did you pick anyone? You don't know which to pick. Just, it could be a movie character that you want. What did you pick? Yeah. So now too. Okay, pick anyone. I don't have guessed you going for Viola Davis. She's so, yeah. You became, listen to that. Okay, guys. Now that we have picked someone, please write down the person you picked, please. Were you able to pick someone? Reference? Yeah. Oh, very nice. Okay. Thanks so much, Nick, because I've been big on his works. Like, some of his frameworks are some of the things that is incredible. His writing style, his thinking style, his process, I think it's amazing. Definitely. Good one. Okay. Now, let's go to the next thing. Please, did you write down the person you picked, your reference? Write them down, and then what you like the actual. So in front of it, you would have seen like maybe more approachable or whatever is it about them. Just write that down, please. Or just copy it. Or you can come back to it and copy it later when we are putting it together. So let's look at the guideways, right? Like I said, your biggest superpower is being able to restrict AI. It's one thing you can do to ensure that things go the way you want it to go. So the more you restrict AI, the better. If you don't restrict it, you are giving it an opportunity to go and pick patterns from billions of information, which you don't want because you're trying to you AI to sound like you. And you don't have billions of information. You only have the ones that you've been taught or you've experienced. So you want to give it enough guide rails to ensure that it sticks to what you would say, right? So let's go to the next thing. So scan, guys. Again, this is technology. We are using technology because we're okay. Is it opening? Can you see it? So if you go down, you read. So the things that are on here are like typical that AI does that you don't want to show in your content. So these are like the normal typical things that AI does. So but you go down, a little bit down, you see where you can type in your own or like things you shouldn't say. So you see my personal guide rails. Look at that and you can record it actually. Read any of those things and record it so that it becomes a document that you add to it too. But you just need to add to that document all those little things that are there, like dashes, hyphens, all those things. They are typical things that AI does these days, but those are just guide rails that I'm giving you. Then you need to add your own personal guide rails. What are the things that you would never say? Maybe you would never use the word F word. Those are typical. Maybe you would never say, you never sound, what's called, aggressive. Maybe you like whatever is it that is your guide wheel. Like I said, think as much as you can record it. You can record it and then copy and paste it when we are trying to put into the project. But it's important for you to give it, restrict AI, choke it, so that it doesn't go ahead and do whatever it is that it wants. So please, any question? Okay. Is it thinking about guideways? You're thinking about what to put? Sorry. Okay. The last part of our this thing. So give it as much as you can, please. This is very important. Guideways is the only thing that can help you ensure that AI doesn't go haywire and find billions of information about other people to give you. Because you are not other people. You forget. There are things that you would say that AI would never think about, or things that other people would say that you would never say. You want to ensure that AI follows through on those things. You can pad it. You can just bring out your phone and record your guide rails. Oh, this is something I will never say. I want you to take just as much as you can. It's important. Oh, so it's just the guide rails, 2 barcodes. Oh, this part is something I was looking at. You get it later on. Is a prompt for you to generate your guide. So you're not talking about having a voice guide before. This is a prompt for you to generate your voice guide after you've done everything that you need to do. So these are things that you can do by yourself on your own so that it doesn't restrict. Yeah, I'll still give it to you, don't worry. Yeah. Also, one of the reason why I have this voice guide here is that the minute you have a voice guide, it ensures that AI knows what to say and what not to say when it comes to you. So think about the reference that we're giving you, right? That I say you should pick. Those references are nice, but in the end, there are things that they will say that you will never say. So the reason why you need a voice guide is when you give AI your transcript and those references, you then tell it to give you a voice guide. So when you bring out that voice guide, you can then edit that voice guide to what you would say and what you never say, even after the references. So all these things are like a lot of work, but the minute you have all these things, you give AI pattern to pick from, it doesn't sound like any other person except you. But it's a lot of a process. You keep going and going, but the minute you get it right, your life becomes easier. And that's why we all need AI, because it makes our life easier. If you get it right, it's only when it doesn't get it right that it's just a headache. Okay? Do you all have our guide rails now? Anyone else? Okay. Let's build. We are building. So what we are doing now is, do we all have Claude? Claude. So typically you can build on ChatGPT. Sorry. Yeah. You can build on ChatGPT. You can build your project on ChatGPT or on Claude. But preferably, when it comes to writing content, at the moment, for the next few months coming, stick to Claude. Maybe there's going to be an update next week by ChatGPT that will change that will lean towards more ChatGPT. We don't know. I will probably inform you guys then. But for now, when it comes to content, writing properly, stick to Claude. They have the best reasoning. The thinking process is better. The pattern recognition process is better. It puts things together properly when it comes to content. So stick to Claude. So we are going to be building our project on Claude. Are we there? Do we have Claude? So open a new project. You are still on your guide rails? No problem. Please, just download on your phone. It's easy. Download on your phone so that you can see what we'll be working on and see how it goes for you. Please. Yeah?
It's possible the free version, so do we have to get...
Yes, no. Yeah, you do the free version. Yeah. Just the paid version just gives you more rooms to flex. Sorry. More rooms. Yeah. It gives you more room to flex. But yeah, it. Okay. What? Let me open. What am I? Okay. Sorry. Project instruction. So we'll get to that now. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, guys. We opened a new project. So we are opening a new project. Come to Claude. New project. Let's name our project. What are you naming your project? My AI or personal AI, writing AI. Or you can put my name there. I won't mind. If you put IDK there, I will not mind. I feel good that you're putting my name there. So, guys, I've started. You're still downloading? Okay. And you guys have scanned it already. You need to open the project first, name it. You said? Yeah. So the screenshot is where you scan this and put the project. What's it called? Sorry. You can describe what you want, yeah? So the instruction is where you put all the details. Yeah. It does. Yeah. Put whatever you want there. No. There. That's not. Yeah. The prompt later in the instruction over here. So when you enter, it shows you the instruction.
Yeah.
So that's where you're putting the prompts. So guys, you are not putting the prompt in this place where it asks you the prompt. You are putting it in the instruction. The instruction is where you are putting the prompt. Yeah, the instruction. And then you see the files place. We then upload all our files. Hi. You said yes. Yes, the recordings. And then our references. So in the prompt instruction, you look like you're confused. Yeah, please me. What do you need?
I just don't know what we're doing at the moment.
Okay, open Claude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was just trying to start setting up what I'm trying to achieve.
You don't have to put anything there, actually. The funny thing about that, create your project. Yeah. Great. The instruction, yes. So what you scanned, sorry. Okay, great. This is what you're typing. Now go copy the instruction. The scanned, yes. Yes. And then you are now fixing in of your reference and all those type of things, right? Hold on.
And then I just...
Yes. You paste it on over there. Hold on. Okay. No, not project yet. Hold on. So this is project. New name it and just put whatever you want here and then create project. So when you create project, you then put instruction. Has anyone been able to achieve this? Okay. So one thing, sorry. Another thing I wanted us to do in person before we put things together is the project, the guide. That way you can also upload that into your project too. I think we have enough time. I was hoping that we don't, but we do. Oh, I was hoping that I thought we wouldn't have enough time, but now that I see that we do, we can just create the voice guide. Okay? Yeah. Been able to do it? No, please tell me what you need. Just.
I've downloaded Claude.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then come here. Sorry, hold on. Okay. See project. Click on that. Okay. New project. Yes. Name it whatever you want. Put whatever is it there. Just put anything you want there. Okay. And then okay. So this is add instructions. The files that we've created, the voiceover, all those things, you add it in the voice file and then instruction.
Okay.
Yes. So
Wow.
yeah, I know. It sounds distant, right? Yeah, it's cool. Okay, but one more thing we are doing, because like I said, I thought we didn't have enough time, but we have one more time to do one thing. And that would make this entire thing more fun. So let's go to this voice guide. Hold on. Yeah. So scan it. Just scan this one. So when you scan it and open it, you are going to replace the name on there, or like, see the part where it says name? Whoever has it open, let me know. Do you have it open? I want us to create our voice guide and turn it to a document. That way you don't even need to do anything about it when you get home. You will have it from now till forever. Do you have it scanned? Okay. So you see the part where it says, hold on. Oh no, this is the guide rails. No, yeah, voice guide. No. You haven't scanned it. Yeah. Yeah, this one. No, you're scanning the second one, guys. Okay, so come down on the prompt. You can see the primary reference, the name of the reference you wanted to pick. So you can go back to the document and pick the person's name, and then their tone is already there. So whoever you pick, put their name and their descriptor. You have, just let me know.
Okay, I just to do it on my laptop. So
Yes.
yeah, so
I know. Yeah, problem. Yeah, sorry.
Put the prompt in.
Yes.
And then all of this, my personal guardrails
Yes.
up there. And then I've changed.
They comment, good job. And then save. Okay. Documents, add everything. Okay. So what I'm trying to do now again for you is, I'm trying to create a voice guide for you so that you can add this as a document. So instead of just testing it, add this as a document. The best part about the voice guide is that you can then edit the reference. So the person you pick, you can edit it. Okay. Okay. What you need to do is edit this. So after you edit this, copy that prompt and then let's go paste it to Claude. Just paste it on the new chat.
The recordings that we did at the beginning of ChatGPT that we downloaded as a transcript.
Yeah.
Is part of all this somewhere? Like, do I have to upload it?
You have to all this. Yeah, upload it to Claude directly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, that's good. Okay.
The three.
Yes. Place in the chat. Try it out. So another thing. Sorry. Okay. Another, guys, one of the things we are going to be doing is you need to teach this project. As much as it has all your information, you need to keep upgrading it every time you get something that is right. So maybe you notice something that didn't work. You have it right now. You're going home, you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. Anytime you have something that is right, especially that is so accurate, you need to tell it that what you have is accurate. This is the type of thing, it's like for a caption. You got it right. You tell it, oh, this, what you just gave me, is amazing. This is what I want. So you need to teach it so that Don't forget, it's not a thinking machine, it's a pattern machine. So the more it tells what is right for you, it picks up the pattern and apply it to the next one. So you have to, it's like giving, I know you guys don't say thank you. I say thank you. When it gives you something that is right, say thank you. Say, I can also be insulting if I want to be. So I see what's going on with you. Are you thinking well today? You have to tell it what to do. It's a pattern. You need to recognize your pattern. It's important. Okay, hi. You have it.
No.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. I guess when I put it into ChatGPT, put do not anything to about it, change the stuff I would do.
So hold on.
I can record it again.
It's not. That's a
So I
lot.
just uploaded what I have so far, and I'm just gonna go with that. But later on, I can.
Oh, you can record it. Also, another thing, like I said, if you okay, hold on. Let me give you. So, sorry, like wallpaper. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah. Done. No. Thank you so much, though. Okay, guys, we have it. Have it. Yeah. You, Nate. Okay. Why is she? I was looking for you. Okay, yeah, the descriptor. Okay, that's a tricky one, but it's just you get there, you add more things, you give us more information. It's like adding context. Everybody say add context to your AI, but they think when you say, oh, talk like a brand strategist. Somebody said, you know, never heard of this one where you say you thought someone with 20 years copywriting experience. Have you ever seen that lie? That is a lie. It doesn't work. Because what means is we have millions of copywriters out there. What they would do is different. Don't forget, AI is not a thinking machine. It's a pattern recognition machine. You only recognize patterns. And you telling it to write like a copywriter won't fix the prompts. It won't fix the reply that it's going to give you. It will just keep doing what it thinks is right. So patterns, we have to give it more patterns to make sure that it understands us. Do we know that has the voice guide? Are you done with the voice guide? Yeah. Okay. Great. See. Okay. Great. Okay. No, you can add the what's it called? Upload. So you're like you're recording all those things, just upload it in. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Voice recording. Guys, don't forget you need to add your voice recording. That is one of the main things that you need to add. It's important. That's one way. You can put it under the, but it would have been better if you have it as a separate entity, so that later on when you're prompting it, you can say go to the transcript. Do you get? But if it's part of the instruction, it probably won't pick up on it. Another thing, guys, AI forgets. Please don't forget this. AI forgets. You have to remind it to go back to your transcript almost every time. After 2 chats, it has forgotten that you have a transcript. That's why saving those documents separately is very important. All of them forget. They forget. After you ask them 2 different questions, it's not going to go back to pick up pattern from your transcripts. You need to remind it that pick from the transcripts. And that's why downloading the transcript separately and then adding it as a file is important. Because if you just paste it as a test, you probably won't know how many, there isn't Cloud Code especially. You waste all your credits if you have to go through all your tests every time. But if it's uploaded as a file, it's not going through the test. It knows that this is the file I'm going to pick from, and it's just picking from that file so that you can save your credits. And it doesn't tell you it's finished after every 1 hour, okay? So does it work for you? Have you uploaded it? Yeah. Okay, that's guys. We're here to test it out. Ask it anything. You just beat your own AI. Ask it. Okay, sorry, guys. Sorry, where is it? Found it. Okay, we're back. Okay, anyway, guys, have you tested it? Are you testing it? What's it saying? It's what you're asking for. But okay, so this as the main person here, what do you ask it? What is it giving you?
I asked it to create me an post about the team building.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah, maybe that.
Thank you, guys. Okay, please stop. It will be great for all of us to learn from you. Please. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Yes, guys. Please, sir. Okay.
So I asked it to create me an Instagram post about the network marketing team that I'm building.
Okay.
And basically came out and said, and I asked, it said, do you want me to give you a punchier one given what it had already given me? And I said, yes. So it said, network marketing isn't a scam. And I'm not trying to sell this to you. This is literally just what I'm doing. I know what people say, I've heard it all before, but believe I know what I'm doing and that changes everything. It's not about the product, it's about who you sit in front of, how you get in the room and why you're doing it in the first place. I'm building my team, women who want more freedom, more travel and more of their own money, more of their own thing.
Who was the voice reference?
Sorry?
Who was the voice reference?
Adele and Steve Jobs.
I knew it. So Adele is where that's come. But like in the end, does that sound like what you want?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It sounds like it, but maybe there is more things. Is there any voice there?
But then it said, do I want a more honest one?
Okay.
The more honest one said, based on where I left my friend a voice note, it
Okay.
said, not gonna lie, this week has been a lot. I'm exhausted, I'm running on empty, feeling like I haven't ticked off half the things I said I would. But in the middle of all that, I'm still building this, still bringing people in, still believing in it, because that's what I've seen I can do. Network marketing gets a bad reputation. People think it's a scam if they haven't tried it. I get it. But for me, it's not about the products. It's about who you want in the room and why you're doing it. I'm building a team of women who want more freedom through travel, through money, and what is exactly going to be theirs through something that really is theirs. It's been a messy week, but it's still happening.
I actually like that. So, okay, guys, right now is great. But don't forget, you can make it better by giving it more context. You can make it better by giving it more context. So imagine if you get home now and go through some of the other prompts. Oh, let me show you guys that. So, like I said, I knew that I won't be able to go through all of them today, but I've put together, you can see this list of things here, literally everything you need, right? So if you open this, these are the ones that we just did, but later on we have different other ones, like the teacher, the storyteller, the iPod, like different prompts you to record with. So after you record using those prompts, you upload it into the project. Don't forget, don't try to need to record and then make it a document and upload it into the file. That way, you would always tell it to go back to a transcript. Even one of the things, this is like a cheat. When he's talking, the way he says things is different, and the way the team says things is different. But they're trying to find a way to align both. So what we do is, when we want it to say something like the founder, we tell it, check the founder's transcript, and it goes to the founder's transcript to speak like the founder. But at the same time, it's still saying the same thing, but like the sound tone is different, and it does work. Don't forget, you're uploading it. Another thing, upload it, guys. Don't copy and paste. Upload it. That way you can tell it to go back. So you have different prompts here that you can go back to and record at home. Record as much as you can. Find other things that you want to talk about. Record as much as you can. Turn it into a document and feed it. The more you feed it, you'll notice that what you have right now is great, but it can be better. It wouldn't be generic in any form. It would only pick from your pattern. Another thing again, in the project instruction that I gave you, one of the things that is stated in that project instruction is not to go outside to pick from other people's pattern. That was one of the main points. So every time you are typing again, in case you forget, like I said, AI forgets. They get carried away because it's trying to find different patterns to make you happy. So you need to ensure that you remind it. Don't try to pick from other people's pattern. Only pick from the documents I've given you. Only pick from the things that I've told you. That way it doesn't try to sound like a billion people. Even though it will sound right, it's just going to be average. Okay? Any other that has it done? Please. Can you? Oh, yeah, you get it. Okay, guys. So, okay. So, to show you the system, in case you're trying to build it yourself or do it yourself. Another thing, you can do it yourself. The first thing is voice recording. The next thing is the voice reference. And then from the voice reference, you have the guide rails. And the reason why the guide rails is there is because you have to, might be great, but maybe you need guide rails for your voice recording. For the reference, maybe you need guide rails for the reference too. That's why the guide rail is there. After that, you build your project. And then you have content that sounds like you, not just imitating billions people or billions of documents that AI has been fed. Okay, guys? The more you give, the better. Don't forget. The more recording, the better. Also, natural. Don't think too much. Don't try to pitch. If you try to pitch in your recording, try to sound nice, it will show in your content. So try to just be you. The messier, the better. It works better. If you sound messy, it shows people that you are not writing with AI. Don't forget. When you content that sounds messy these days, in our head, it's not AI. Sometimes it's AI. It's just AI that's been taught to do things the right way. Okay? Now, this scan there, you can follow me on Instagram here, and that's it, guys. Okay. So scan it. You have access to it. It's going to be there forever. I'm not going to delete that file. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. I hope that you're